my motto, nothing's ever holding back.
Welcome back to the Lone Road iRacers podcast, where the virtual rubber meets the real world. I'm your host, Guy Robertson, and today we're taking a trip into the heart of South Australia to explore one of the most ambitious racing circuits in the modern world. It's big, it's bold, it's beautifully designed for speed, skill and spectacle. It's called the Bend Motorsport Park. Now, if you've been following international motorsport, especially from the Southern Hemisphere, the Bend won't be new to you. But for many sim racers, especially those outside Australia, this track might feel like an undiscovered gem. And as for the upcoming iRacing season, this gem has been laser scanned and is about to be dropped right into our sim rigs. Yes, iRacing is officially bringing the Bend Motorsport Park to the service next season. In today's episode, we're diving deep into what makes the Bend so special, how it came to be, why it matters in the world of motorsport, and most importantly, what it means for us as iRacers. We'll also unpack the unique challenges this circuit presents, what driving it will demand for us in the sim, and finally we'll ask that all-important question, is it worth buying? So sit back, strap in and prepare to experience one of the most exciting circuit additions iRacing has had for years. To understand the Bend Motorsport Park, we need to go back a few years to a quiet town in South Australia known as Tailem Bend. This small town sits about 100 kilometres southeast of Adelaide, nestled near the Murray River. Now, Tailem Bend wasn't exactly known as a motorsport hub, but in 2015 that changed when the Sahan family, owners of Peregrine Corporation, unveiled their ambitious plan to build an international motorsport park that could compete with the best in the world. They weren't just dreaming about hosting local track days or regional races, no, they were aiming high, FIA Grade 2 high. The location was chosen carefully, the site of the former Mitsubishi car manufacturing test track with thousands of acres of open space. It was the perfect canvas. The vision, a multidiscipline motorsport facility unlike anything else in the Southern Hemisphere. By 2018, after 3 years of construction and over 100 million AUD invested, the Bend Motorsport Park officially opened its gates. The result was nothing short of extraordinary, with multiple track layouts, pit buildings, garages, control towers and even an on-site hotel and restaurant. The Bend is more than just a circuit, it's a racing complex, a motorsport resort. Its flagship configuration, the GT layout, stretches a whopping 7.77 kilometres, making it one of the longest permanent racing circuits in the world. And yet, despite its massive scale, it remains a track designed with precision, safety and flow in mind. Let's talk about what you can actually drive at the Bend. One of the key selling points of this facility is a modular layout system. The track can be configured in several different ways to accommodate different types of racing, testing and events. So it's going to be quite interesting when it comes to the iRacing service if all these layouts are available for us. But we're going to touch base on the main configurations. As already mentioned, the GT circuit is 7.77 kilometres or 4.83 miles. This is the full fat version of the Bend, designed for endurance and high-speed GT racing. It's long, technical and features a wide variety of corner types. Think Suzuka meets Paul Ricard. It has long straights, elevation changes, high-speed sweepers and technical low sections. Then there's the international circuit, which is shorter at 4.9 kilometres or 3.07 miles. This is the layout used by the Repco Supercars Championship, Australia's premier touring car series. It offers a great balance between fast-flowing corners and overtaking zones, especially into the turn 1 hairpin. The next configuration is one known as West Circuit, slightly shorter than the International at 3.41 kilometers or 2.12 miles. It's a shorter version ideal for club racing, testing and lower powered vehicles. It has more of a stop-start character to it. Then there's the East Circuit, a technical layout with modern speed corners and great rhythm. It's really used for training and grassroots motorsport, and its length is 3.93 kilometers or 2.44 miles, so it's actually slightly longer than the West. And the fifth layout is the North Circuit and South Circuit. They're really used as standalone but are part of this modular system. And that's just the road course configurations. There's also some other configurations at the Bend that includes a dedicated drag strip. Now, people have talked about drag racing on iRacing, on and off, but it's not really in tune with what iRacing's about, so I don't think we'll use that. There is a karting circuit, and karting has been spoken about on iRacing on and off over many years, but still nothing going into the karting world for us, the iRacers. There is a 4-wheel drive on and off-road adventure park that might be used for trucks or some of the dirt rallying, and then there is some driver training facilities. Basically, it's a petrolhead's playground, and soon it'll be in our digital playgrounds too. Now we're going to look at the Bend a little bit more in real-world motorsport next. Since opening in 2018, the Bend has quickly climbed the ladder of international recognition. It currently hosts the Repco Supercars Championship, Shannon's Nationals featuring GT World Challenge Australia, Porsche Carrera Cup and TCR Australia, Asian Le Mans Series and various motorcycle events under FIM Grade A standards. The track has also been used by international teams for testing thanks to its long lap and wide runoff areas. Even Formula One teams have reportedly expressed interest in private testing due to the circuit's safety and surface quality. So what sets the Bend apart isn't just its size, but its balance of technical difficulty and overtaking opportunities. There are several hard braking zones and double apex corners that reward bravery but punish inconsistency. Turn 1, for example, is a heavy braking right-hander after the main straight that offers slipstream battles and last-minute lunges. So that's just right for iRacing. It's a combination of safety, speed and strategy that has helped the Bend stand out as a true global grade facility in a relatively short time. So we're going to have a short break and then we'll come back to and talk a little bit more about what it means to us, the iRacers. Now, we got the big news, I think, just over 2 weeks ago now, from Greg Hill, that the Bend is coming to iRacing in the upcoming season in a couple of weeks. For years, the Bend has been requested by the iRacing community, especially drivers from Australia and New Zealand. And now, after what appears to have been a detailed scanning and development process, the circuit is about to make its digital debut. Here's what we know so far. The initial release will include multiple layouts like the GT and international circuits. The track has been laser scanned, meaning ultra high accuracy in surface bumps, camber changes, corner geometry and elevation. It will be available in both official series rotations and hosted sessions, opening the door to league use and endurance events. So this is a big deal for several reasons. Until recently, Australia were underrepresented in iRacing, but with recent additions like Winton, Sandown and now the Bend, the sim is embracing the Southern Hemisphere in a major way. Whether you're racing GT3s, supercars, TCRs or open wheelers like the Formula 4 or the Formula V, the Bend offers a layout that works. It's also ideal for multi-class racing thanks to its length and overtaking zones, so we might even see some IMSA races there. The Bend's technical nature will challenge even seasoned iRacers. You'll need to be consistent over long laps. Time management will be quite crucial. Learning the rhythm of each sector is going to take time and effort. The GT circuit's nearly 8 kilometers length makes it perfect for endurance races too. Think 24-hour specials, 6-hour team events, or even multi-class Ironman sessions. And I think this will make it the third longest track on iRacing as well, against Nürburgring, Industriewarten and Le Mans. I think this will be the third longest in iRacing, so it will take some time for drivers to get muscle memory and remember the track. So what challenges will this track bring to us, the iRacers? The Bend isn't just another easy track to learn. Here are some of the unique driving challenges the iRacers are going to encounter. The GT length is long, very long. Fewer laps per session mean fewer chances to recover from mistakes. Consistency here becomes everything. Many corners at the Bend are linked. Miss your apex in one and you'll compromise the next three. So precision matters. So if you're going to go trying to cane it into a corner to try and carry a bit more speed and then lose your exit of that corner, you, as we just said, you might then miss the next 2 or 3 corners and lose even more speed and time. So it's going to take us a while to get used to that. Some corners, especially on the GT layout, require a massive amount of bravery. Backing off costs seconds, overcommitment costs races. So there's another balance to be learnt there. With wide runoff areas and multi-line corners, defending and overtaking requires smart thinking, predictability and timing are essential. And for open races, suspension tuning, aero balance and brake bias will all need tweaking to handle the varied demands of each sector. So that's something for us all to consider. Now, the next question is, will the Bend be worth purchasing? Let's cut to the chase. Why should we, the iRacers, buy the Bend when it launches on iRacing, probably in week 13? If you race road courses, GT3s, supercars, excuse me, TCR or Formula cars, absolutely buy the track. And here's why. Multiple layouts for multiple car types. The track, as we've said, has got lots of different layouts. It's new, it's different, it's technical, it's a new, fresh challenge. The league and endurance potential is vast, so this will become a staple definitely for the endurance racing community. And the visual appeal in itself, the contrast between modern track design and the outback drop will look amazing on stream as well for anybody that streams iRacing or makes videos. However, if you're mostly into oval or dirt racing or rarely venture onto a road course, you might not get to get the value from purchasing this track, so it might not be for you. But for most of us on the lone road anyway, from my point of view, I think I'm just definitely going to buy it. I'm specifically a road racer in the Formula usually, and it looks to me like a new fresh challenge. So yeah, that's one on my bucket list for week 13. I shall definitely be buying the Bend, folks. So I've tried to show some footage as well on the YouTube version of different people driving the Bend, not in iRacing, but in real world. So it gives you a bit of a flavour for the type of track anyway, if anybody wants to take a look at that. we're going to have a quick break, then we're going to be back and we're going to look at the new Ferrari that was also coming to iRacing and announced by Greg Hill a few weeks ago. So don't go away. Welcome back, viewers and listeners. So Greg Hill announced that the Ferrari 296 is coming to iRacing in the next couple of weeks as the new season begins. The 296 isn't just another mid-engine Ferrari, it's a groundbreaking leap forward in the marque's history. This is Ferrari's first V6 powered road car since the Dino, and more significantly, its first real rear-wheel drive hybrid supercar. So it's a statement of intent, a vision of where performance and sustainability can meet without sacrificing the soul of driving. So we're going to look at it in as much detail as we can, and then ask that same questions we did for the Bend: is it worth buying in iRacing? So to understand the 296, we need to go back to Ferrari's strategic shift in the 2020s. With emissions regulations tightening and electrification becoming the new norm, even Maranello had to adapt. But rather than build a dull compliance vehicle, Ferrari decided to rethink performance entirely. Enter the new 296 GTB, where 29 stands for the 2.9 litre engine and the 6 signifies 6 cylinders. 296 is not a replacement for the F8 Tributo, it is something entirely new. This car makes the return of the V6 to Ferrari's lineup for the first time since the Dino 246 GT. But while the Dino was naturally aspirated and modest by today's standard, the 296 is a twin turbocharged hybrid monster pushing over 818 horsepower. Yes, 818 horsepower, listeners and viewers. Here's the breakdown. So engine 2.9 twin turbo V6, electric motor, rear mounted MGU-K, total output 818 HP to the rear wheels only, 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds, top speed 208 miles per hour or 330 kilometers an hour. Ferrari even gave it a nickname internally, the Piccolo V12, the little V12, because of its screaming revs, throttle response and high revving nature. It redlines at 8,500 RPM. It's housed in an all-new chassis with refined aerodynamics and compact proportions, closer in size to the 458 Italia than the more recent 488 or the F8. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the technology behind this wonderful performance, because the 296 isn't just powerful, it's a technological marvel. Hybrid drivetrain, the plug-in hybrid system, features a 7.45 kilowatt battery and a single electric motor that works with the V6 in perfect harmony. In pure electric mode, it can run for around 15 miles or 25 kilometers, silent and smooth. But once you go full throttle, it unleashes both systems simultaneously. The Manetto system allows the driver to choose between modes. eDrive, the fully electric rear wheel only version, hybrid, balance of power and efficiency, performance, ICE always on, full response, or qualify maximum output from both systems. Aero and chassis Ferrari used extensive CFD and wind tunnel testing to craft a car with minimal drag and active aero features. The rear spoiler deploys dynamically for more downforce under the hard braking or high-speed cornering. The side slip control 7 system ensures optimal torque delivery, especially in wet or dynamic conditions, while the electric motor helps smooth power delivery through transitions. This all adds up to a car that isn't just on a straight line. Sorry, that isn't just fast on a straight line, but lightning quick through the corners and endlessly engaging to drive. So how is this car been received in the real world motorsports part of it? Ferrari didn't stop at the road going 296 GTB, they took it racing. In 2023, Ferrari unveiled the 296 GT3, the direct successor to the 488 GT3 Evo, built from the ground up with racing in mind. The GT3 version drops the hybrid system but keeps the V6 engine, tuned for endurance racing. So that engine is a 3-litre twin-turbo V6. It's got an aluminium frame chassis that is FIA certified with a certified roll cage. Gearbox is a 6-speed X-Track, and the weight is approximately 1,250 kg. The 296 GT3 has already begun making waves in the GT World Challenge, IMSA and European Le Mans series. Its shorter wheelbase, improved aero and efficient cooling give it excellent balance, while driver-focused ergonomics improve feedback. The 296 GT3 is designed not just for pros but also for amateur drivers in customer racing teams. So far it has scored pole positions and podiums across major events, proving Ferrari's hybrid age design still packs a competitive punch, even when stripped of its electric assistance. Now we're going to shift gears again and bring it back into the world most of us racing, the iRacing world. The Ferrari 296 GT3 will now be available in the sim in just over a week's time, probably week 13, and it's likely to become a fan favourite. Here's why this car is going to be such a big deal for us, the iRacers. It has all new physics, an all new feel. The 296 GT3 brings a new generation of Ferrari handling. It's nimble, agile and reacts differently from the older 488 GT3. Mid-corner balance is improved and the car rotates more intuitively. It has a unique V6 sound. The engine note is sharper and more aggressive than the V8 488. It's high-pitched but visceral, something that stands out when driving in packs. It has a shorter wheelbase. The 296 GT3 is more reactive, especially in quick direction changes. It rewards quick hands and precise trail braking. Competitive in the meta right now, the 296 is a top tier pick in multi-class endurance and sprint GT3 races. In the hands of a capable driver, it competes toe to toe with the Porsche 992 GT3R and the BMW M4 GT3. The car demands finesse. It has great turn in but can get snappy on throttle exits if you're too aggressive. You need to modulate your inputs carefully, especially in slow speed corners. And finally, this car, as we've said, is going to be great for endurance races. It has stable tyre wear, predictable handling and excellent high speed stability that make the 296 GT3 a go-to for 6-hour and 24-hour events. So how does this compare against other GT3 cars in iRacing versus the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo? The 296 is livelier and more responsive. The 488 is more stable but can feel understeery. Sound, tech and visual updates make the 296 feel next gen. Against the Porsche 992 GT3R, the Porsche has superior rotation at a low speed. However, the Ferrari 296 is better over curbs and high speed sweepers. Versus the BMW M4 GT3, the BMW is easier on new drivers due to its front end grip, but the Ferrari feels more visceral and more analog. Versus the Mercedes AMG GT3, Mercedes is stable but heavy, the Ferrari turns quicker and feels more nimble. Basically, the 296 is a great balance of finesse and ferocity versus some of these other GT3s already in the service. So why should iRacers buy the Ferrari 296 in iRacing? Again, the answer is yes, you should buy it, especially if you race GT3s. As we've said, the Ferrari 296 GT3 is already better meta-friendly. It's incredibly fun to drive, it's beautifully modelled inside and out, and it's perfect for endurance and league racing. The learning curve is steeper than some of the GT3s, and that's part of the joy and the challenge. Once you master it, the 296 offers surgical precision and Ferrari soul in equal measure. If you've been driving the 488 GT3 Evo, it's time to upgrade. So that wraps up today's podcast, viewers and listeners. Hope you've enjoyed learning about new track and the new Ferrari coming to iRacing, I'm sure, in week 13, and if not, week 1. Hopefully you've also looked at the YouTube channel to look at some of the footage on the Bend, and I've also put a few screenshots up of the Ferrari as well where I could find any. Yeah, it looks a bit of a beast, so I'm definitely going to buy it. There'll be some new painter deliveries coming out on my Trading Paint site, so keep a look out for it, folks. Well, that's a wrap for today. Please let your friends, colleagues and iRacers know to come and take a listen or a watch to the podcast. I'm still looking for co-hosts. Anybody's interested, let me know. I've had a few people reach out, but no follow-up. So yeah, please, I'm looking for a co-host and any other topics that the listeners or the viewers want me to bring up on the podcast. Until then, folks, happy iRacing, and I'll see you on the track soon.
Whatever it takes, we're racing, we're in the zone. Whatever it takes, we push hard, never alone. I'm in the cockpit, the engines roar, hear me now. We're racing circles, got a hustle made a vow. Chasing victory, it's all or nothing on the track. Speed is my motto, nothing's ever holding back. Whatever